What's the difference between a showcase and a sprint review when you're building Dynamics 365 or Power Platform applications? And does it really matter? Hi, I'm Neil Benson, and I'm on a mission to help Microsoft partners and customers build amazing, agile business applications that everyone will love. I've just finished interviewing candidates for a new Scrum team to build an application based on Dynamics 365 customer service. And when asked about their experience with Scrum, one word that came up time and again was showcases. In Scrum, there is no event called a showcase. The word showcase doesn't appear anywhere in the Scrum guide. I'm not sure where the name comes from, but I hear it all the time from teams hoping to adopt an agile approach, and they think there's a showcase at the end of their iteration. For all you showcasers out there, here's a video about the sprint review event held near the end of your sprint. This video is from my Scrum for Microsoft Business Apps online course. See if you can spot the differences between a real sprint review and what lots of business apps builders think of as a demo or showcase. Sprint review. The purpose of the sprint review is to inspect the increments of working software that the Scrum team has developed and to adapt the product backlog in response. It's held almost at the end of the sprint. I usually hold mine mid-morning on the last day of the sprint. Like most Scrum events, the sprint review is time-boxed. The Scrum Guide says that the sprint review should last, at most, 4 hours if you're running a 1-month sprint. That's about 1 hour for each week that your sprint lasted, so it should last no more than 2 hours if you're running a 2-week sprint. Let's cover the sprint review attendees and what they do during the event. The product owner's role in the sprint review is to invite any key stakeholders she thinks should take part. She explains what items have been done and not done, and she presents the product backlog as it stands, any forecast delivery or release dates based on current progress. The role of the developers in the sprint review is to review what went well, what didn't go well, and how they responded during the sprint. They demonstrate what work has been done and answer any questions anyone has about the new increments. The Scrum Master's role in the sprint review is very simple. Ensure that the sprint review takes place at the end of every sprint, and make sure that the sprint review stays within its time box, and that everyone understands the purpose of the sprint review. The role of the invited stakeholders is to provide their feedback on the Scrum team's progress and demonstrated product increments. They can suggest what to work on next so that the sprint review is a useful input into this next sprint's sprint planning event. They can also highlight any changes in the business environment that might impact the work of the Scrum team. And finally, they can review topics such as timelines, budgets, application capabilities, and the use of the application if these topics are raised in the sprint review. Did you spot the difference? Sprint reviews are for your Scrum team to present your progress to your application's stakeholders and get their input into what's next. It's your big moment for regular inspection and adaptation. The best sprint reviews are led by your product owner. They're not just demos by your developers. The product owner recaps what's been achieved this sprint and what's planned in the next sprint. Demonstrating your application's new features is an awesome way of showing your progress and gives your stakeholders something tangible to review. But reviewing the product backlog and reviewing the work planned in the next sprint or two is even more important. So if you're calling it a showcase or a demo, then there's a risk that you're focusing on the past and missing what's planned in the future, which is a key purpose for sprint reviews in Scrum. If you'd like to find out more, my Scrum for Microsoft Business Apps online training course has just been updated with 36 new videos like this one. The videos are a combination of what you need to know about Scrum to achieve Scrum certification, as well as proven practices for applying Scrum to Dynamics 365 and Power Platform projects. I've added more quiz questions to test your knowledge and more case studies to share my experiences with you and updated the practice exam. You can check it out at customary.com/Scrum. Thanks for watching and keep sprinting.